talk about the last weekend? What worked against Rhode Island? Basically, what was that like getting the win?
Rhode Island's a good team, so we had to come in and just make sure we were doing the little things, just making sure we're picking up second balls, winning our duels. It just felt like the game was going to come to us. We know the quality that we have within the squad, so it's kind of just making sure nobody comes to our house and outworks us, and the results will come.
And with North Carolina this week, what do you personally think you'll need to do in order to lead with the win?
I think it'll be similar. North Carolina presents definitely new challenges, different challenges, so just kind of making sure we're tuned in on the game plan. And we had the week off last week, so we tuned some things up, and we're hoping to put together a more complete performance and come out with the win again.
In the first 2 games of the season, you've proven to be a top defender on the team, playing alongside experienced defenders like Leland and Graham. How have playing alongside these really talented and experienced players really helped you settle in to the team style of play?
Yeah, I think just coming here and kind of being one of the new guys has been good, but when you have people like that around you, even just in the locker room, just being welcoming and helping me out as much as I can, it's always been a positive. I think playing with them's been pretty seamless. Kind of coming in, things are already set up and they know what they like to do and have a good group, good organization, good chemistry. So just coming in and just being myself, and yeah, that's kind of it.
Playing on the road presents some challenges. What's your mindset going into your first away weekend with the team?
I'm excited. I generally like to play on the road. I like to be the villain, so I think kind of just taking that as a team mentality and knowing that nobody there is going to like us. So we're going to have to work hard and fight through maybe not getting all the calls and yeah, just making sure we're just on it.
What does it mean to you to be playing in the first part of the Southern Derby for the first time in your career?
As a Southern boy, it means a lot. Trying to take home the win, make sure we win the Derby. It's my first Derby, so I want to make sure we get the win.
Charleston always has strong traveling support. How much does it mean to you to have the fans behind you on the road?
It means a lot. Doing the hard yards, we definitely value that, and we hear you guys each and every home game, and we're looking forward to hearing you guys each and every away game.
Just lastly, coming off the bye, you guys have this game and then a bunch of home games in April. I guess what's kind of the mindset and approach, with a schedule that'll be both a bit busy but also playing against some top opponents?
I think our mindset is generally the same. We're going to just go in and work hard and win the game. I think every game we're going in is trying to win, every competition to win. So I think this year that's kind of all we've been looking forward to, is focusing on the details and making sure the big picture matches with all the little goals that we have as well.
You guys just had 2 weeks off. You had a bye week. What did you guys do to not only give the guys a good amount of rest for the season, but also prep them for a next tough couple of weeks coming up?
Yeah, look, the bye weekend in weekend number 3 is always a unique thing. I think when the schedule first came out, we weren't thrilled about it being so early, but it actually was a massive positive. And since it's something we can't really control anyway, give the guys some days off, train pretty hard, recover, and then get back after it this week. So we know North Carolina's good. We know they're going to be very tough, especially at their place in a beautiful stadium and pitch. And they're coming off a really big road win. So going to be a tough match, but we want to be able to just continue to get a little bit better and put our best foot forward to try to go get all 3 points.
Speaking of North Carolina being a tough team, this is part of the Southern Derby, which is a very historical bit of rivalry between you guys. How does that rivalry really intensify the emotions, and how are you guys embracing that rivalry going into the game?
Yeah, look, I think any game, we played Louisville the first game. They were the defending league champs. We played Rhode Island, who were the Eastern Conference playoff champs, and beat us in the final. And now we're in a trophy match. So every game has a lot of importance to it. John and North Carolina do a great job. They're going to be very talented, very tough to play against, and they're going to move the ball really well and make us suffer. So being able to play for a trophy over the 2 legs is always fun and exciting. You want to lift the trophies. I think last year we were able to get it, but if we weren't lifting or going for a trophy, I think both teams would be balls to the wall and fighting for it. So it's emotional. It's going to be exciting, but I think most importantly, when the whistle blows, it's 11v11, 90 minutes, and let's have it, and hopefully we can put our best foot forward.
And you're going on the road for the first time this season. Going on the road, how do you maintain your playing identity that you've had so far at home, and what are the challenges that being on the road present?
Yeah, and it's a unique one because we're driving. It's a drive versus a flight. So travel will be hopefully relatively straightforward. Our mission and our principles are going to stay the same. We want to be dominant with the ball. We want to be dominant out of possession. We want to transition in both directions, better than our opponent, and hopefully dominate restarts. But North Carolina's want to do the same thing. They just got a road win. They're coming back home. So we have to make sure we're up for the fight. We have to make sure that we're moving the ball selflessly and be able to go for it for 90 minutes and hopefully be able to tilt it in our favor.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you approach a team like North Carolina? I think they're 1-1-1, and their keeper's, I think, tied for first in saves right now. How do you approach that?
Yeah, I think it's funny because I thought they played a really good game against Loudoun and got 0 points, and then maybe they weren't as strong, a little beaten up against Tulsa on the road, and they found all 3 points. So what it shows is that they're a playoff team from last year. They won the championship in League One the year before. They're winners. So, they're not going to be rattled. So our approach has to be about ourselves, making sure we're disciplined and extra attentive to the details. But it has to go back to making sure that we outwork them. That our desire is greater than theirs, but in the end of it, they're going to be saying the same thing. So it's going to be 2 tough teams going at it pretty intensely.
There will be some traveling support in North Carolina from some fans who are going to make that drive up as well. How important, meaningful is that for you and the team to kind of have that, following with you to, when you're behind enemy lines like that?
Yeah, it's not something you can really describe with the words, and in the passion and the emotion that we share with them is unparalleled. Last year we opened up there and we had tons of supporters there, and we were disappointed with a 0-0 tie, but they urged us on and helped us throughout the whole season. And whether it's playing at Patriots Point, whether it's the traveling supporters, that's what we go for. That's what this club and this community is about. And I think furthermore, having this first time on the road, our supporters going to be there coming off the bye weekend. Hopefully that's something that can push us a little bit further against a really tough team.